I spent the better part of the past 2 to 3 weeks prepping, installing, and tinkering with this air suspension on my 1997 Mazda RX-7. Now, this is one of my dream suspensions on one of my dream cars that I just so happen to have owned for the past year. Now, prepping this false floor, setting up this leather duffel bag that I made myself for the air tank, installing it all in the trunk of the vehicle, running all of the lines, including the harnesses, uninstalling my Aragosta coils that the RX-7 came with from Japan, and installing the new bags from Maxload has all really been taking up my nightlife for the past 2 to 3 weeks. During the day, I work on my full-time job, which is running a leathercraft business, and at night and after hours, I've kind of been tearing apart this car, which is why some of the footage you see is at night. It's also been, not even kidding, pouring rain for so many of these days, and it's been sub-freezing temperatures, like 27 degrees. I was outside maybe 2 or 3 nights ago rolling my rear fenders in 27-degree weather. I've been pulling the lines using my electrical kind of like fishing sticks, running them in the door sills with the 1/4-inch air lines, feeding everything into the vehicle. I even use that little trap door that you have there for the fuel tank in the trunk of the RX-7, setting up all the air fittings, putting the struts on, having to pull them off to readjust the height. It's just been, it's been a love-hate, bittersweet process. I enjoyed most of it. Some of it made me want to punch myself in the face. Other parts wanted to headbutt a fork. But there it is, 27 degrees, you can see on my watch. Overall, it's been a good process. Luckily, I was able to roll my rear fenders. My fronts were already rolled. I rolled them a couple months ago. Luckily, I was able to roll the rears without cracking any of the paint, which is shocking given how cold it was, but my heat gun was my friend. And there I have my false floor kind of all set up there. I've made a leather duffel bag for the air tank. If you're interested in a full, more in-depth video of how that was made, you can check out some of my previous videos, but here you have it. This is my freshly bagged 1997 Mazda RX-7 that I imported from Japan. I threw on these 3-piece custom forged rotiforms in a gloss and matte black finish, wrapped in some Nitto NT555s, and bagged on a mix of Maxload stance and Airlift Performance air suspension. Mostly this vehicle is stock. Under the hood, mostly stock, just an Night Sports intercooler. This car has 19,000 original miles on it, so most of the things that I'm doing are cosmetic or interior. The engine bay, I kind of want to leave original as I possibly can, just to respect kind of the heritage of it, and the fact that it's such a low mileage car, I want to treat it with the respect that I think it deserves, but visually, you can expect more things like this.